Legend of Total War here with part 44 of my Total War Warhammer 2 Mortal Empire's Dark Elf Let's Play campaign. Alright, so previously we backstabbed the Bretonians from their peace treaty. And they've only got one settlement left, but I've noticed I do have an army over here. Now, Tabaro is not properly defended.
I don't care for
So
this order.
we've got 10 units in there, and how many do we have? We have more.
My lady will not allow it.
It's only level 1 general, and some stuff. We should be able to beat that if they attack. Now, your job is to come over here. Our top priority is to take out Arthur Lauren, so we're going to backstab their peace treaty as well. So you're going to take out Crag Halls of Findle, and you're going to take this guy out.
Battle at last! Fury!
This guy's in force march. All we have to do is win this battle and he gets wiped out. We're at the point now we need to take out all their armies because they're going to have such a hard time recruiting new armies while we occupy Athel. Oh my god. This is a perfect battlefield for them. While we occupy Arthur Lauren, that's what I'm trying to say. Oh no, this is not good. As you guys know, I do not fight well in trees. Likely, actually, the best position seems to be out here. There's still trees here, but there's not as many. I'll try and take a step back. Also, you don't fight the wood elves in the woods. Everyone fucking knows that. So take a serious step back to about here. And we'll slow them down. I kind of like it how they allow you to not look at the foliage of the trees, because it's the leaves that block the sight more than anything. Otherwise, it looks like this as opposed to this, which is far more visible.
Striking out! The dark shall reign! Onward! Going! Striking
Need
out!
to know where they are.
Carnage awaits! Striking out! Moving out! Advance!
Excuse me.
On to battle! Setting forth! Striking out! Setting forth! Sorceress of Grund! Droopy tyrants!
I couldn't get a good shot on there or anything. Maybe I can get a good breath attack on these, because they'll be a nuisance. Oh, never mind. They want to come straight into melee. Just do that then.
Hear my words!
Because yeah, you'll be good at taking that out. I'm having such a hard time, it's just a fucking eagle. Just bite its head off. You'll take it out soon because otherwise you're going to be dealing with 2 eagles. She's right. I'm going to take them out one at a time. This one here first. No, don't spread your damage. Fucking hell. Oh, whatever. Just do what you're gonna do. If you're not gonna listen to me, just do whatever you're gonna do. At least these guys are moving real slow. Seems like after every attack, she just wants to step forward. Seems weird. Let it go. So the other one's gone. Good. A little bit closer. Don't think I'd be able to do a lot of damage to them, but shit, some's better than none. If you're gonna shoot the dragon, use this. Last one. It's okay. As far as I'm concerned, she's actually done her worth because she's taken out 2 eagles. Now, almost taken out 2 eagles. Shit. That poison is making it hard to dodge. Gotta get some distance. I have to micromanage the damn dragon while they're taking out all the other stuff over here. It's like a third of their army is dealing with just one of my units. Just to dodge. I can't. They seem to be doing fine. I just have to ignore that for the time being. I have to micromanage this. You should get back. No danger seems to be going on over there, but like I said, I can't go and have a look at what's going on. If I withdraw my general, that's going to really suck. Touch the breath attack, good. Also, they're losing balance of power by doing this, by wasting their ammunition. You're gonna have to leave. You can't take that on. Oh, hang on, you might be able to. He's gonna shoot their own unit. Keep dodging. You're not out yet. Damage still isn't that bad over there. I can see the dark shards are shooting something absolute shit, so you keep doing that. You shoot whatever the hell this is. Way watches here. The artillery should be in range to shoot these Wave Watchers. Actually, if you could, try and make your way back up here. they'll get utterly wiped out for that. Imagine all of their armies are going to be coming into Athelloren.
I have brought them ruin. More slaves
Of course,
are
they'll
required.
want to take the settlement back.
Power, dark and violent. What awaits me?
So, I didn't think I'd actually be able to hold this region, but now I think I might be able to.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
So we can take this, but that's under no threat to us right now. This army here is recruiting, so we got to put a stop to it. They're recruiting as well, but they must be using the global recruitment. Because Montfort doesn't have any access to recruitment. That's fine.
Cruel Dreadlord.
If all goes well, maybe next turn you can take on Waterfall Palace.
Favored of the Witch King. I shall destroy!
Yeah, I thought this would be easier.
For Nagaroth! For victory!
Hopefully the unit that they're trying to globally recruit is recruited right from here, and that by doing this we'll disable them from getting it. Let's see here. We don't really need to corner camp. Let's just try not to take too much damage, because this is like third turn in a row where you've had to fight a major battle.
Sorceress of Bronze!
I don't think these guys have healed potions. That's okay.
Bolt throwers!
Wherever next! Immediately! Dreadlord! Furious rage!
Okay, so I would really like for them to just burn in hell.
Narrow then!
I should have gone after them because
Victim!
they're much more vulnerable to getting burnt.
Come! Marching now!
Maybe I'll drop one of these down on them.
Destruction awaits! Outcry and aha!
But of course, they just dodge it. It's very easy to dodge that spell. And still, with him stepping back a little bit, buys us more time.
Swiftly! Oriole Samuel! Now! Daughter of Nagaroth!
Oh, you've got this. This is really good.
Raw destruction! War! Move! Dreadlord! Yes, I go! Darkness
I'll
comes!
have enough magic for another
Swift!
burning head in a moment.
Come, melee!
Oh shit.
Advancing!
My first battle call! Marching now! Hear my words! Dark purpose! Sorceress of Rome! Strike it out! Yes, I go! Sister of
A
the
few
Stone
kills. I'm getting close and use the spell.
Moving! It will be! Sorceress of Rome!
To reduce their speed as well.
Destruction awaits! Seeking victim! Battle call! Scourge of the West! Moving! Wherever
We're annihilating them in this battle.
will be!
Just a single one will have to do then. Okay, artillery needs to be shooting at the Blade Guard. And you guys need to shoot at that tree. Fuck. Oh, it's almost dead anyway. Getting closer, we'll drop one of these down on them. If nothing else, it's really good at disrupting them, stopping them from shooting. This went really well. It's not over yet. I mean, it basically is. Their front line's completely gone. There we go. Good stuff. And we've prevented them from recruiting a new army. And of course taken away another one of their most important settlements. They only have 2 left. I now hold the majority of Athenloren. It's possible next turn I'll get the final 2. Depending on how well they want to defend it. It's good they're going to... But by putting them on the defense, our armies can retake all those other settlements that they've either destroyed or captured from us.
Untouchable, undefeatable! All is mine!
And cracking open people's defenses is my forte. Alright, so this army here we can catch to a force march. Now is the time to take out all of their armies. So, we should do that. Taking that dirty with that army could be difficult. But like I said, just taking out all their armies, this is the time. So, let's have a look at how they are on the faction. Orion! So they used to be about there, so they're so much weaker now than they used to be. Problem with this army here is it's not very experienced.
Draw your blades.
As in the lords and heroes are not experienced, and they do the majority of the work. Well, they have an important task, especially the flyers, in distracting the enemy. We won't be able to do that so much in this. Oh, not a cold one. God damn it. Fucking, she had a level up I could have distributed as well. Anyway, you're up front. Lucky they're on force march. But this is a good opportunity for these guys to gain some experience. And I don't think there's going to be a counterattack afterwards. As they just don't have that many troops. Now, the Wood Elves are prone to flanking, so make sure we protect our flanks. I'll still need you to go out that way. I really don't like using cold ones. Because they've got the Wildwood Rangers, and a single burning head can do a lot of damage to them. And there are 3 dragons. Shit. Good using this.
Sacrifice them!
go, that did pretty good damage.
Artillery! Reload! Striking out!
These dragons are going to be a big problem. Fuck me. Alright. These three here. Need them shooting at the dragons. Don't have enough magic.
The winds are against us!
So get those dragons. Them using the breath attack on the Hydra is probably a waste, but good. We want them to waste it. We need the artillery shooting at their Weirwatchers. You're under attack, get out of there. Okay, archers need to be focus firing on just one of these. Take them out one at a time. It's going to come back, so shoot it now. Just get rid of it. Come over here and help that. Actually, no. Yes, yes. So we get the dark shards to take it out. Well, in a moment. Take out that dragon, otherwise it'll just come back. It's shattered, so that means it's just dead. Take out that tree, man. Don't worry about that general right now. Okay, now take out the general. Dragon, take out dragon. Damage is okay.
We are ready. Kill them.
Damage is pretty evenly spread out, so we're good. Take out that general. Back in the artillery. Good, they broke. No one's horribly damaged. There we go. We're done. Good, I think that's pretty good. Evenly spread out casualties. I mean, yeah, we took some casualties, but there's something about it these guys have to worry about. And this army of theirs is wiped out. And our guys will live to fight another day. Pyrrhic victory. It wasn't. We did way more damage to them than they have to us. We're not going to be slowed down at all.
The weak are crushed. Enslave them. Seeking victory.
Now, can we get to Wissenberg? Don't think so, but let's check.
Black-hearted dread.
Right, well then, you should stay in home province,
Moving.
so you get some replenishment. And I could have got you on a Dark Pegasus, but everything turned out okay in the end. So, now looking at them again.
The forest calls!
That knocked off quite a bit of their strength.
Noble of Nagaroth!
Tempted to force march you into Vol's Anvil, but if they use the underway,
Dark Lord!
yeah, force march you
I
into
march
Vol's Anvil.
onwards! Establish
You just
the
get more
garrison.
replenishment that way.
Master of cruelty!
good. They've been wrecked in this. Okay, so you're not in any position to attack this either.
I am the first sorceress.
Lord of the Black Court.
Force much a bit closer. Because this has to be dealt with. Dirty. You can't just leave him here.
What?
You're just going to have to do this.
Destroy them all!
Shuri's army is larger, but
Revenge
it is on
awaits.
force march, and you two are excellent wizards, so I expect you to do a lot of damage to them. And Marathi should actually be able to fight a dragon in melee combat, because the dragon's attack and everything will be vastly reduced.
Marathi!
Bolt throwers! Dog shots! Black guards!
Okay, gotta protect the flanks.
Battle ready!
It'd be good if we had a few more of these, but you know, we just gotta make do with what we've got.
Hag! First sorceress. Indeed. Marathi. All powerful. Marathi. Come with me.
So to try to halt those archers from getting to our front line as long as possible.
Vengeance awaits. Narrow then! Vengeance awaits. Come with me. Vengeance awaits. At once, Marathi moves.
Didn't really do a
Forward.
whole lot of damage there.
I move. Forward.
Dragon coming into the flanks. Or two dragons.
Vengeance.
Stay here, get ready to hang out. If you could. Just have to wait there. We gotta protect the archers.
Mother of the true king.
That's it. And you two just distract these archers from getting to the front lines.
Dealers in death! Die, weaklings!
I want you guys to focus on that tree man before they get here.
Vengeance awaits. Come, Malekith. On the move.
Okay, the tree man's down. Now it's time for the dragons. Okay. Crap, here comes the breath attack. And for some reason they breathed on their own troops.
Black guards!
Okay, go. Good, that did a lot of damage.
Dark shots! Sorceresses are at work!
Get back on your artillery.
We understand! By your command! Massacre them! For the king!
Okay, still another dragon in here. Take it out.
Black guards! Druki, forward!
Allowed. Denied.
Moving out! Dark shots!
They've both got hit potion of healing cover. Yep. Good. Slaughtering them. Okay, now for their general. Take him out. we're still in good shape.
Bolt throwers! Without question. Orders understood. Battle ready.
And we've won. Good. Dirty's army's gone. But I kind of feel like I want to kill Dirty anyway, before I end the battle.
Prepare the artillery!
Take him out. He must have a lot of ward save. Alright, whatever. He's gone anyway.
I am victorious.
And since we're damaged, we might as well occupy Karaberg.
I am Morathi.
And here comes the reinforcements. And now you can go away. Good, you're back up to, well, full strength in terms of the units, but it'll take you a little while to get some replenishment. Same with you. You cannot be dealing with this. If they come back to Eilhart, so be it. Actually, I can't get to Karaberg. That's fine. Get back to Marienberg. More replenishment there anyway.
Tyrant of Naggaroth.
So once again, looking at the Wood Elves,
The hunter!
getting weaker with every army that they lose. Of course, they're getting weaker with every army that they lose. But their ability to replenish them,
Dark and noble warrior.
we are taking that away from them. And look, we got heaps of money come through because we've fought so many goddamn battles. Yeah, Iron would be better. Don't really need walls out here. There's no one going to attack this foot. Unless we really start losing against the dwarves, which I don't think is going to happen. I mean, we've pretty much won. Considering how far we've pushed them back. We've taken Athaloran. Bretonnia is gone. What are they going to do? The public order here is not very good. I can't fix this in time. You're going to have to actually redirect your forces back to Hergig. Public order here, or else it will revolt. Again. Don't need that. Doesn't look like we'll have enough money for all our structures, but that's okay. Right. Okay, has all of our armies moved? Either the Tormentor hasn't. I did say we have to take Castle Drakenhof, which is not well defended. Hopefully we can just auto-resolve this.
Dread commander! Cruel and savage! Crushing victory! Claim your pride!
There's some more
true
money
king.
as well that we could use to reinvest. Or maybe I have to reinvest in here, I don't know. Let's see.
Everywhere ruin.
good rich province here by getting some gold, even though we lose some of it because of the unpleasant climate. There might end up being a revolt here as well.
There is growing unrest.
Okay. So we got a little bit more money to spend. That's good. Let's see, what should we spend it on? Probably public order here. Oh, I don't have enough money. Alright. So then unassigned skill points and then we move on to the next turn.
Tower.
But things are looking pretty good for us and pretty damn bleak for the enemy. Immortality. Oh, hang on. Oh, yeah, you've got the Black Dragon. Cool. Gotta make sure you're immortal. Although, we really haven't lost that many generals or heroes at all during the campaign. It's still good to have that safety net. Because the last thing you want is to lose a level 40 general and be like, well, should have put a point into immortality. Oh well.
Black-hearted. No.
With 8 gold left. Okay, moving on. Also, soon when the last defenders are defeated, we will have to deal with the full brunt of the dwarfish force. Which is why we need to take out the wood elves first. That way we can dedicate our full force against the dwarves. And I'll wager my full force against the dwarves any day of the week. Because they haven't defeated us in open battle yet.
Dreadlord.
There's some close calls, but they haven't won a single battle. You know, a proper battle. Obviously they've captured settlements, but that doesn't count. So yeah, Hochland's going to revolt.
Drooky Lord.
I'd say it's probably best we let it revolt.
A vile plan.
So just come stand over
My
here.
journey begins.
If you were to step in here, it'd prevent the revolt. And that way you'd have to actually garrison the place for a little while. Don't want that.
First sorceress.
So they're going to try and recruit a new army here, but we won't let them. Same with here, they're desperate to recruit new armies.
Battle at last!
I just don't trust auto-resolving against large armies anymore. Just don't
Destruction
trust
lies
it.
beyond.
But yes, we'll be taking out all of Athelloren here. That'll ruin their economy. I mean, I've given them probably upwards of 500,000 over the course of the last 20 turns, so they'll have that money. They'll spend it on the unit upkeep. But at the same time, maybe they won't, because I'm just going to keep killing their armies anyway. I'm not going to give them any rest to recruit any armies. We'll just utterly wipe them out.
Mystery upon mystery!
Now that we've finally got all of our forces in the old world. We don't have any in... Oh, we've got one recruiting in Nagaron, but we don't have any in Lustria or Ulthuan. We can dedicate full-out attacks.
Merciless warriors! Dark shards!
Alright, so you two go and harass them.
Yes! Sorceress of blood!
If I can hit those Wildwood Rangers, that would be awesome, but it can be very hard to hit.
Aria! Aria! Aria!
Yeah, actually, I needed to get more on an angle, but, you know, we got a decent hit in there. It's a slight angle.
Advancing! I go!
Do you have heal potion? Yeah, good.
Dreadlord! Pushing forward! I move! Shuttle my rage! Setting forth! Visions of destruction! Yes! March! Moving out! Sorcerer
Yeah,
of
this is gonna
blood!
be easy.
I move! I go! All shall suffer! Advancing! Moving out! March! I go! On the march! I go!
Okay, ready? Almost.
Saurothan! On the march!
Another big burn right through here.
Purveyor!
We don't want these Wildwood Rangers getting to our troops.
Hellfry and Aha! Going!
It's good, clocking up some kills there.
Yes! Going! I move! Advancing! Moving out! On the march! Raw destruction! Going! Pushing forward! I go!
Okay, they did a sufficient job there. Delayed them, harassed them, did some damage. And they can step back a bit.
On the march! It is done! Going! Aria! 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 Sennu!
What the hell? It like went like in a curved direction. I guess it doesn't really matter that much. Slaughtered. These two really act quite well as like a softening for their front vanguard charge. Get in here. Still got breath attack left. Here we go.
Aria! Sarius! Settle my rage!
The tree man died, didn't he? Get him there? I don't know. I think he's dead. I can't see him anywhere. Anyone take any severe damage? Nope. Battle should be over soon.
We are ready! Massacre them!
The battle should be over any moment now.
Drugi! Eat me!
Pull these guys back.
Onwards to
Because all their melee troops are gone. And they're
Victory most cruel. Feast on your spoils.
Probably don't need that dragon army, but yeah, whatever. It's fine. Talisman of Preservation.
becomes me.
That's better than this, so there you go, you've earned it. You don't need a dragon helm. Let's see. This actually looks pretty good. Yeah, okay, you can have that. Because no one's going to really be using much fire against you.
The chill winds blow.
We've got to make sure these settlements are under our control. But yeah, no slaves out here. There's no point. I mean, even with the increased income from...
becomes me.
I don't know. Maybe it will allow slaves. Because they provide plus 100% income, which... I don't know, what does that mean? 150% income or 100%? Let's just negate this. I don't know. Seems to be making a lot of money. It says from King's Glade we make 739. We only make it from here. Income from all buildings plus 45%. And then there would be this as well. And then there's a tax rate at 115%. So I guess it could make quite a lot of money, I don't know. Even though it's, you know, uninhabitable climate, it seems to be doing well.
Dreadlord,
Okay, so
awaiting command.
we've got Waterfall Palace to take out.
Master of cruelty, with noble purpose, noble blood.
We can probably auto-resolve this.
Create chaos! Carnage and bloodshed
two
await!
armies.
Death to all enemies!
Is Vol's Anvil safe?
Cruel
They can't just...
Dreadlord.
Wait. No, they can't just walk in there. These two settlements are safe. So if you come and stand out here...
Dark Lord! For gain! Carnage and bloodshed await!
Yep, good.
All is mine!
This is what we're going to start to see with the dwarfs as well. Where we've had to sort of fight every single walled battle manually. If we send two armies at them, we don't need to. Unless they've got an army in there. Look at this. They sent another army over here. How much have we recovered? Not enough to take it on. Even if it's in force march, it's just not that strong yet.
Futile. Dreadlord of Nagaron.
Just go stand next to Nuld. Not in Nuld, otherwise they'll besiege it. But if you stand next to it, the garrison at Nuld will come out and assist. They won't make that threat. So they no longer have Athelloran at all.
Yes. If I had my way, the wild hunt would trample you into the
So let
earth.
me just see. I mean, I'm totally unreliable, but I'm just curious. Yeah, they're not willing to negotiate. So they've got 10 regions, and then they're gone. They couldn't possibly be making much money from them, because I don't think these things actually make any money outright. It makes a tiny amount of money, and then it's like plus 2% wealth, but that plus 2% from all buildings. That was really only going to be helpful for all of this. But, you know, they would have some money saved up.
Dreadlord, at your
And then these people over here, they need some time to rest.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Now, while all this war with the Wood Elves is going on, we might end up losing a bit of territory to the dwarfs, but it's not the end of the world. Okay, so at Templehof they've built defences. What about Zufbar? They didn't build them at Zufbar, they did at Oakenhammer. Taking Zufbar away from them is better than taking these, because that's more valuable to them.
Destruction!
Plus, it's also auto-resolvable.
Let them know death's touch!
Saves a bit of time.
Claim your prize, true king!
Castle Drakenhof probably revolt. Alright, how many settlements do we have now? 207. That means there's how many left? Not 80s, 88, I think. How much longer until the dragon army is ready? Still 5 more turns. I can send it in 2 turns, but it won't be a full stack. This one here doesn't need slaves. I mean, what for? There's no money here. I am very mature. I am a mature man, and I will not let you say otherwise. Alright, so, Bretonnia. Goodbye. But they do have... Oh, they're trying to desperately get back. It's auto-resolvable.
Merciless host.
Makes Bretonnia a great enemy when you just auto-resolve their battles.
My coffins.
They just don't perform well in auto-resolve. I think the only reason they got strong was because dwarves are their allies.
Lord of the Black Court.
So where are we gonna go? So it was pretty much as I predicted down here. There just wasn't any dwarven resistance.
Witch King. A bloodthirsty thing.
Cease your provocations.
So you're gonna need to cause a revolt here as soon as possible, because the public order here is just gonna be shit. So just don't stand in the settlement. Still replenish your slime. Just cause it to revolt sooner rather than later. Let that repair on its own. Alright, what else is there to do? Alright.
Wazak.
If they came out here and attacked us, we'd beat them. There's not a great army. It doesn't have the organ guns. Marathi needs to wait, but she doesn't have to wait at Karaberg. Maybe come to Erdorf. This region could use some public order. Yeah. Looks like we might have enough money to build in every one of our regions now. This turn. Can't imagine that they're going to be able to take any of these settlements back this next turn. They just don't have anyone close enough to here. Maybe this person here could use the underway to get back to here, but then we'll just stop them. In fact, that'd be great if they could do that. Great for me. There's gold here. Lots of gold in Araby. Probably don't need this.
are restless.
Merciless one!
By all.
So yeah, there'll be a rebellion in Hockland. That's fine. We'll take it out straight away.
What? Dread Commander! Feared Warrior!
Okay, that'll... No, not this turn, do it next turn. But that actually would stop a revolt at Hockland. And it will stop the revolt at Drakenhof as well, because we'll build this in time.
Ruin.
Alright, moving on. Like I said, we were going to always lose some territory back to the dwarves while we take out the wood elves, but it's okay.
Dreadlord.
Serrated blade, so that should make our Blackguard of Nagaron extra weapon strength 5% and melee defense. Not crucial, but it adds up. So over here, extra armor for Blackguard of Nagaron units as well. I'm just going to pause the recording and see what the problem is. Oh, dogs. She's looking through a hole through a fence at a lawnmower that wasn't being used. Barking at it. Okay, whatever. Okay, so I was looking at Bloodforged plate mail. Is there anything else that we could even use? Let's have a look. We didn't really sack settlements. Reduced upkeep for War Hydras. I mean, save us a bit of money. Not a big deal though. So that's the only thing left, I think, that'll make our armies just slightly better. Right, so the Wood Elves didn't do any counter-attacking during that turn.
Dreadlord, awaiting command.
Now, another thing is that if we leave Athaloran undefended, we cannot defend it. Because it has no defenses. No garrison at all. Not that garrison forces ever really come to play very much, or are very good.
The air is thick with murder.
Also, we're having trouble maintaining public order. And if these regions continuously switch hands, then public order, this will go down to level 1 and I won't be able to even maintain public order because I won't even be able to build these. So we have to make sure we don't lose the province. So I think 2 armies are going to have to stay behind in here, at least until this area is sorted.
Cruel Dreadlord.
So you go to Paravon.
You obey me, thralls.
Because I've got another army over here being recruited. Right, how are you going now? You're in much better shape, but they've gone out of force march. They'll also have a garrison force there. Small one, nothing to be too concerned about.
Certainly not.
Dreadlord.
And you 2 are back at full strength.
Speak.
Right, I want you to force march to Corona. If they take
Onwards.
Nangil, I want you to take him out.
Morathi. I am Morathi.
What?
There's also Karak Asgaraz up here. Alright, now I said I would use this right this turn. But that really helps.
The buildings are crumbling.
I really don't want to fight any more goddamn dwarven garrisons manually. It's just like... every battle's the damn same. I don't enjoy the sieges, but I might just have to do that. I gotta not be lazy.
Tyrant of Nagaroth.
Yeah, so get rid of Rockland. Sorry dude, you are not
We
coming
will
back.
make them bleed.
Your lands are under occupation by the Dark Elves.
Dreadlord of Nagaroth. Attack! The thrill of battle awaits. Power at last. Rest is for the weak.
No, the public order here will maintain now. You've got to get down here. We need your support. Still going to revolt. I mean, that's just going to slow down the inevitable, I think. I mean, we did loot it, so there's provincial instability as well. And if we can get this to 10, maybe it will come under control. I tell you what we also need. We don't need Black Rose. We need the Dreadmance.
The people are
Because we just need to maintain public order out here.
Nagaroth warrior.
And I'd like to send them out to keep fighting, but like I said, I just can't afford to lose Athaloran, so we've got to protect both entrances.
I watch from the shadows.
What?
Just not certain about what to do there. No, go with counter-attack. Counter-strike or whatever. Alright, so over here.
Noble of Nagaroth.
I mean, this person's pretty much on their own for the foreseeable future. So they might as well just get on with it and take Oakenhammer. Before we do that, let's just have a quick look. They've got 76 settlements. So when we arrived here, I think they had 95. And the last defenders are... They've got a sizable army here under Krokgar. But they're not going to be able to beat...
Stop
They're not going to be able to beat them.
I have no time for this.
There's also this army down here.
black-hearted.
Pools of Despair. So you have to fight them out in the field there.
My cruelty knows no limits.
The people grow restless.
It'll actually take a few turns now to cause a revolt.
King of Nagaroth.
But I'm pretty sure you're providing so much public order here. Yeah, character's 21. So you kind of just need to just raid this region. Cause a revolt in 2 turns.
Vex us further.
Otherwise we'll just end up coming back here. So I might as well get on with it. Also, Bretonia is on their way back. Oh no, they're not. They want to try their luck at here. They're not going to get through. And now that all of these settlements have now finished their walls, there's no hope for them. Alright.
Kill them.
Even though, of course, I've said that we do need to focus on the Wood Elves, doesn't mean all of our forces need to. God damn it. I thought I was done with the dog. So I had all the heckles up and everything, and I like calmed her down, I put her into bed, just like, why don't you shut the fuck up? She was all nice and quiet. 7 minutes later, bark, 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 bark. What is it? Probably a fucking leaf fell near the window. Caused a noise. She thinks she's a guard dog, but she doesn't realize how tiny she is. Funniest thing I ever saw though with the dog is like, we took her to this place, and it had horses, and she just piss bolted towards the horse because she thought the horse was a big dog, and she started barking towards it and running towards it, and the horse just stomped its feet. And I'd never seen the dog do this. Turned around, complete 180, and ran in the other direction, barking in terror. Never seen her do that. She doesn't realize how tiny she is. But once that horse slammed, she was terrified. Only time I've ever seen her scared. It was funny though, because the horse didn't exactly pursue. What have they got here? Bolt thrower and grudge thrower. Not a huge concern.
Servant of Hecate! Sorceress of Grond! Glorious battle!
Okay, I think miners can be burnt with this, so. So here we go. Yeah, see, miners are alright. That's actually a lot of damage considering it's dwarves. Maybe not so many kills, but it's still a lot of damage. We plonk another one on there. That's gonna fuck them up. They're still gonna be defensive. I'll drop another one. Nope. They're heading towards our army now. But now, why are they blobbing together like this? It'd be perfect for a breath attack. Right in there. I can't resist. I was going to use the vortex one, but they just put so many units in range of it there. Oh shit. 166 kills with that breath attack. It's worth taking that. All that shots. Like, what are they thinking? Just need one more magic. And I'll use the vortex thing on it. Because it's in such close proximity. I want to get another shot in on it. They're so concentrated. It's perfect for these area effect attacks. Not as good as the first one, but still pretty good. But you're getting shot too badly. That's enough for you, out of you, so you can get back now. Those grudge throwers are attacking us. But we're doing way more damage to them than they are to us. No. No. Don't worry about them. Aim for the big concentration of troops. Because yeah, Slayers just died at Archer Fire, no problem.
honor the king. Moving out. It shall be. Blood shall flow. Going.
King's chosen.
Blood-drenched lord.
Take out those thunderers. I don't know what they're shooting at, but I don't like it.
Bomb throwers. Onward. I go forth.
It's probably starting to get a little bit lazy there because we did so well at the beginning, but our front line is starting to get a little bit hammered. So try and help them out a bit. Stand back a bit there. Okay, if I can get a flame down the line here, I can do a lot of damage.
Battle calls. Eager for blood.
It's like it's just a regular cast, but that'll have to do. Alright. So pull all them back.
Suffering for all.
Pretty much all their melee units are gone now. Just about. So we want to keep our casualties evenly distributed. You two need to keep fighting from Brindle.
Glorious battle.
Dark elves. Blackguards.
You can fight them, that's okay.
Servant of the party.
The merciless host. End them. As you say, kill them.
There we go. Good stuff. Probably give us a close victory for that, but all of our casualties are pretty evenly spread out, so minimal downtime. Okay, decisive victory. It's weird. Take 300 casualties, decisive victories. Take 0 losses. Oh, it was close. It's like it's reversed.
Death to the weak. Bring me their treasure.
Favored of the Witch
Alright,
King.
cool. So, what are we going to do next? After the Tormentor.
Awaiting
Oh, that's right,
command.
Oakenhammer. Yeah, I've been putting this off, but
Kill, kill,
gotta get it
kill.
done.
Destruction lies beyond.
Auto resolve would just slam our troops. Can't afford that. Can't afford any downtime. We don't have access to the global recruitment, and that would slow us down too much anyway. It's actually been pretty funny in terms of the auto resolve, right? When auto resolve was actually broken and where people had to fight pretty much, they didn't have to fight any battles manually pretty much. You just spam goblin units and you can just auto resolve everything. People were like, auto resolve's broken. You know, you can just auto resolve every battle. And now I would say that auto resolve is not broken. I would say it's not broken. Probably could use a few tweaks, but it's the best it's been in a very long time.
because there is incentive now to fight battles. Just about every auto-resolve, well, many of the auto-resolves that I've done, I've been punished for it for being lazy, and I'm really not complaining about that, have I? Maybe a little bit, only because I didn't want to lose those troops. But there's been some people being like, auto-resolve's broken, and I asked them, how so? It's like, oh, you have to fight every battle manually. That's not broken. Auto-resolve is supposed to be there. It has always been there for lazy battles. Battles are like, you know, you've got 10,000 men, they've got 40. You don't want to fight that battle manually. Waste of time. So I'd say the auto-resolve is... I would say it needs to not value dwarven units quite as much. That's for sure. But apart from that, it's getting very close to being fixed. After many, many years of being just totally broken, they've almost fixed it. But part of the problem is, no matter what Creative Assembly does, someone's always going to have a problem with it. Like, but I like to auto-resolve all my campaigns, or anything like that. Then, you know, I'm sure there's a mod that'll fix it. But I just don't think that on Legendary difficulty you should be able to auto-resolve every single fight. I mean, if you just even have a look at the difference in time on this campaign compared to... Just take an example, my Norska campaign. It was 10 episodes long, and I conquered the entire map. And of course the map is a lot smaller, but I did auto-resolve a hell of a lot of battles in that campaign. Because I could. And that's with the auto-resolve starting to get fixed. Of course, in my Empire campaign for Total Warhammer 1, which I conquered the entire map, it was like 50 episodes. But that might have been because I was like doing half-hour long episodes, I don't know. It wasn't part of the new format. And then there was the Bretonia, which the new format was different. That's like this. That was like the new format 1.5, where I actually cut content from the campaign that was I deemed boring. Whereas I haven't cut anything from this campaign, apart from like times where I'm just like sitting there Malekithing and meows and that shit. All right, so now you get in there. And let's burn. You got a cannon? Yeah.
On to battle!
I might put one of these down here.
Going!
Stop moving.
With pleasure!
Didn't do a whole lot of damage, but that's okay. Just stop. You guys get back. You've done enough now. Right, you get in there. You can go and have some fun in melee.
Moving out! On to battle! Setting forth!
They draw their forces up here. I'll continue to burn them from over here, I suppose. So I'm not taking much damage. Didn't line that up very well. Oh shit. It's probably because of the cannons. It's alright. She barely healed anything during that because of the cannons. Alright, now we're going to use the breath attacks. And we've drawn their forces up here. Just need to take out those archers, really.
Furious dawn! March! Immediately!
Use up our 3 or 2 more breath attacks, and then time for the archers to do their thing. Actually, while it's going on, let's get the archers up here. Ready to go.
Marching now!
Doesn't bother me too much if they're shooting her.
Channel my rage!
Very nice. That worked out very nicely there. Just leave it.
Yes! Bring her up!
Okay, 30 more seconds and we get another one. Okay, the catapults have run out of ammunition, but those cannons, that's the real threat. Okay, last one, then they can pull them out.
Raw destruction!
Oh, that was great. Okay, excellent. You definitely did your worth. You can come back. And you've done alright as well, but if you can get one more of these in there, then you can do the rest.
Melee!
Okay, you've done your worth now.
Ready!
Oh, fuck me. Fucking cannons. Well,
Carnage awaits.
if we get close to the wolves, they can't shoot us. You guys need to get well back.
Moving!
Eager for battle. Murder awaits.
You guys get closer to the front walls here. Yeah, to stop those cannons from shooting.
Moving out. Advancing. Onwards to murder.
Because you lot will be up next.
Sharks.
And got a better idea. Shoot the ones on the ground. Should be getting the army loss penalty on them pretty damn soon. Because they've basically got nothing left. Except for the cannon. There we go. Good. So we didn't need phase 3. And that didn't take too long either. That's good. We haven't had a big fight against the dwarves inside of a settlement in a while. Oh, getting tired.
A victory most cruel! Feast on your spoils!
Okay, good. So taking Oakenhammer, that's
Everywhere
great.
ruin.
How many settlements are we up to now? $209. Getting there. Okay. Who else can move? So there's you, but you're defending Athelloran, aren't you? I just hate being passive, that's all. I want to come over here and fight them.
I think not.
Belagar.
Master of cruelty!
But like I said, if these regions here get knocked down below 3, because if it's captured, we'll go down to 3. If then I capture it again, level 2, I won't be able to maintain public order, which means I'll need a permanent garrison here. So I just need to be patient with it.
Red Lord.
Yeah, 2 levels up.
Tyrant of Nagaroth. What? Dreadlord of Nagaroth.
Lord not moved.
Malevolent Lord.
Ah, okay, right. So we've also got this to do here. So looking at
The
what else?
forest
So
falls.
they're really quite weak. By capturing the settlement, not only do we take a region from them, which is probably not really doing a whole lot for them, we take out this other army here. Alright, so do
Lord
it.
of the Black Court.
A lot of Glade Guard. The Glade Guard's what we have the most trouble with. The Wildwood Rangers aren't really that big of a deal. They don't have much armor. Is it a Way Watchers? Because Way Watchers are like in loose formation.
I just can't use magic on them very easily.
Merciless warriors.
Okay, so step back a bit. We want to try and use as much of our magic as possible before we come into contact with them.
Black Guard.
So we're not at 100% strength, but good enough. I don't think I need to worry too much about getting flanked on this battle. Most of their troops are infantry.
Sorceress of Grog.
You stand back, but you need to go flying over there.
Nagarothi.
Alright, let's do this.
Sorceress of Grog.
Oops.
Swift. Swiftly. Swift. Destruction awaits.
Just stand aligned there, please, so that I can burn you. No. Stay put. I want to burn you. Because their Glade Guard are the worst things we have to... The toughest things we have to deal with, so... Burning them is great.
Battle calls. Destruction awaits.
That was a good flame head.
Follow the winds. My pleasure. Dar rises. Swift.
Keep the Glade Guard shooting at her.
At once. On to murder. Swiftly.
For the time being.
Wartime call. Now. Swiftly. Seeking victims. Battle call. Seeking victims. Now. Swift. Moving forward. Swiftly. Moving forward.
I think that is sufficient. Come on, go move it. Don't be fighting those dragons. But it's okay if the dragons are aiming for you.
Moving forward. Now.
They're 4 dragons. Yeah, holy shit. This one here is as good as dead, pretty much. Well, that's one down, sort of. Okay, you lot need to be shooting at this. Yeah, shoot those Hawk Riders. Because they're a nuisance. Okay, now to go turn around. Shoot that dragon. Oh shit, you get out of there.
Moving forward.
Feared by all. Eager for battle.
Where's the other dragon? Okay. God damn it. It's like, how many dragons do they bloody have? 4, we know that. Okay, looks like the battle's over. Good. Casualties are medium, but that's fine, we'll recover. They won't. Yeah, 4 dragons. Definitely the most difficult things to deal with, because we need to, take them seriously. Of course we have to take the Glade Guard seriously as well. But the Glade Guard, they spent a lot of their time shooting a moving target, and they couldn't land a proper shot.
I have prevailed. Take everything. Power at last.
Good just to get those slaves. I really like the slave mechanic for the Dark Elves. I think that's very good. Step in the right direction. Showing us, essentially, it's like a population mechanic.
Mother of the...
Good stuff. Alright, with that, I think we'll end the episode here. I mean, we're past an hour and a half now. So, by my count, I think there's 4 armies left. There's 1 here, 2, 3, and then there's Orion over here, 4. So if we have a look at this, they are really starting to get quite weak. Especially without their recruiting settlements. They have to rely on the global recruitment, for the most part. So make a bit of money out of that, but that's okay. Anyway, that's the end of this episode, guys. So like and subscribe. Part 45, I think, is next. And don't forget to visit me on Facebook. See you next time, fuckers.